What up, though? And Merry Christmas. Welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk presented by Lions Nation Unite. Man, it's time to do this game preview. First up, we're going to look at rookie head coaches facing off in the ATL. Campbell versus Smith. Coach Mike going to hold that down. And then, we're going to talk about the game preview. Offense, defense, special teams, and all of that versus the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. But, I got to bring in the crew. First up, you know what it is. You know the name of the game. Your girl chose him. My man, LL Cool Tones. What's up, my dude?
If you go with somebody, don't choose me. Choose me if you're single. But, good morning, Proud Nation, and what's up, everybody?
And you know who it is. He is the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan. My man, Coach who?
Coach Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite the kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep. Welcome back to the show, people. It's time for that main course. We look at those rookie head coaches facing off. Campbell versus Smith. You know who it is. He says it with his chest every day. Who?
It's Coach Jones. And we got Campbell versus Smith. And you got a 6-8 coach who you think, he hasn't done too bad in his first year against a 2-11-1 coach, Dan Campbell. I happen to still think, it might be some of my Lions favoritism, that Dan Campbell has a better go at it because they're building a coaching staff, which I'm not sure if Arthur Smith's coaching staff is even intact yet at this point. And also they have a direction and where they want to go in the Lions organization. First, Atlanta Falcons, they're still trying to discover themselves, actually. So they really, they got makeshift running backs. They got Mike Davis last year from Carolina. They didn't convert Cordell Patterson to a full-time running back. So they're in distress there in the ATL. But I just do think that Dan Campbell's in a better position. Although you being 6-8, you're kind of in the middle. Right there. You're not really that bad and not really that good. So it's just going to be a very, very difficult building situation, I think, in Atlanta, because you got to really wait until Matt Ryan leaves. I mean, to be honest, until Matt Ryan leaves, what are you really going to do with that organization? Because you're going to have to basically start over from scratch again. You know what I'm saying? So, that was one factor for why I wanted to move on from Matt Stafford. Is because I didn't want us to build up a team, then release them, then we got to build up the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's better to have a quarterback rise with the team. All in all, though, it's been boom or bust for the Falcons. If you look at their record, they've beaten teams they were supposed to beat. They had a couple surprise games against the Saints, which they did pretty good against New Orleans. But all in all, they've beaten teams that they probably should beat. So we're going to see what goes on. It's always a close game. There's always some controversy. It's always something going down in the ATL or in the D when the ATL come to town. But we are going to see.
Yeah. I would have to say this. I think the biggest difference for me, if you look at Dan Campbell and Arthur Smith, is that you can see a culture change in Detroit with Dan Campbell. You can see how things are kind of evolving. You're looking at the culture. They're trying to win. You're looking at how the players are playing. They're playing hard, and they're embodying the temperament of Dan Campbell. I can't say that in Atlanta. Atlanta, I see the same culture that they've had for years. It's just a different head coach. it's just interchangeable. They have the same issues every year. What's going on in Atlanta? So they're playing better than they did last year. I would say that. However, there's not a big culture change because the same things are happening. You can say that they say the thing. Atlanta Falcons say the same thing about the Lions. Say about some of those guys. They say the same old Falcons. It's some we have the same old Lions fans. They have same old Falcons fans down in Atlanta. And until there's a culture change, and I agree with you 100%, they're not going to be able to really move on as a team and change things in Atlanta until they change quarterbacks. And I believe that 100%. I have to agree with you on that. But I will say they have been playing good without their top wide receiver. Calvin Ridley has been missing. Well, I said that yesterday. He's been missing for weeks. He hasn't been on the field in weeks. They've been relying heavily on Kyle Pitts. So if you look at the matchup, Jerem gonna have his hands busy, but we'll get with that when LL talks about the defensive side of the ball. So I ain't still his thunder. But what do you got? What do you got on the coaching matchup, LL?
Well, just to reiterate what you said a little bit, this is pretty much a battle of toxic fan bases. I got a lot of I got a whole side of the family down from Georgia, closer to the Florida line. But shout out to everybody down there. Yeah, I'm not really that familiar with the Falcons. I know that Arthur Smith likes to run the ball. He's a power run game. I don't think their offensive line is in place yet, but they're trying, they're trying to get it figured out. They've had a little bit of success this year. Arthur Smith, he's trying to build this team in his image. He's trying to get the offensive line together and that defensive line together. But, this is the first year for him. So I guess, for them, it'll be give it some time. As for us, of course, DC doing his thing, trying to get us in good enough shape to beat some people. We didn't beat a couple of them. So this might be another one on the line for us to knock these Falcons off.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Just to kind of close that out right quick. If you look at what they inherited, Arthur Smith inherited a more talented roster than Dan Campbell. You look at what Dan Campbell's been dealing with. All the injuries, they've had some injuries in Atlanta. I won't say that they haven't because you got Cordell Patterson playing running back. It happens.
Right.
But the overall roster turnover was different in Detroit than it was in Atlanta. And that's just really the big key.
Yeah.
They just kind of added on to some of the pieces they already had. We got rid of a whole bunch of stuff. We were just taking out the trash, get your ass out of here. But we had to rebuild from there.
Right.
So, and you finally see the Lions and the team buying it, and they're playing hard, and the success is starting to come. So, hey, go ahead, Coach Mike. I know you have something to say, dude.
Hey, click that like button. Click that subscribe button. Click that share button. Help us get this content out to more Lions fans just like yourself. And that like, subscribe, and share is only right there. Go on and click it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Ring that notification bell, baby, so you know when you're getting that fresh content from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Here is the family discussion topic for today. And, leave it in the comment cards down below. Your comment, excuse me. Who will win the battle of first-year head coaches in the ATL on Sunday? So let us know what your answer is down in the comments. And you know how we're going to do it. We're going to pick 6 of those things and read them next week on the first show of the week on Monday. But now you know who it is. Man, can you hear his theme music? Shame, don't love it like you do. My man, LL Cool Toy's going to take a look at the Lions' defensive outlook for this game on Sunday.
Well, the defensive matchup that we got against these Atlanta Falcons. Well, then we're just looking at the matchup. We don't give us much of a chance. They give us a 36% chance to win this game. But we gotta go in there and stay disciplined. They like to run the ball. They do a lot of the same concepts we do as far as running the ball with the power run game. A lot of pulling, a lot of fullbacks, guys from the backfield going out blocking, kick blocks, back blocking, things like that. So we just gotta stay in tune with whatever the game plan is, which will probably be stop the run. Whatever I was about to say slipped my mind, but. As far as by the numbers, they're not really that offensively sound just yet. I know they got Matt Ryan over there, but that's almost their only weapon. They do, up until last week, up until the last couple of weeks, they were almost in playoff contention, so they had something to play for. So tomorrow we might can catch them, on the downslide. But, they don't really score that many points. They're at 18.4 points a game. They only running up about almost 330 yards at 328.9. We are a little bit better than them offensively. So I think this is going to be a really, really, really hard hitting game. It's going to be one of them, as JR would say, a slobber knocker. It's going to be a lot of hard hitting, a lot of pushing around, and, maybe even some skirmishes, some fights and things like that. They do have Cordero Patterson. That's going to be the guy that we need to watch out for. Mike Davis can get loose too. Calvin Ridley's out, but they're guys that they do have. The guys that they do have in place to take his spot have been producing. Kyle Pitts is in line probably to be in the discussion for Rookie of the Year. He probably won't win it, but Kyle Pitts is having a decent rookie season. He's actually been voted to the Pro Bowl yesterday, so congrats to him and congrats to everybody who made it. But so I think defensively, this will be a game. This will be a good matchup for our front seven. We're gonna have to do what we've been doing with some of these other teams. Take some of the same things we did against Atlanta. Bring them on to here. Mike Jones is symbolizing, punch these guys in the mouth. Defensive line has to play real strong. We're going to have to rely on Aleem McNeil, John Pennicini, Nick Williams, and Levi Onwuzurike to hold those guys in place so the linebackers can fly around and make the plays. So I'm looking forward to that, and maybe AO can get another one and solidify his place as a decent corner in this league.
Yeah, definitely. I feel you on that.
Like that.
I like that. Hey, saying it's Christmas time, it's holiday season, but if you ain't ordered it yet, it ain't gonna be here by Christmas over on fanatics.com. But if you know how it is, if you want that new year, new you thing, go get yourself some workout gear over on fanatics.com. You get yourself some Lions themed workout gear. They got a sale going on right now, so go over and check it out. The link is in the description below. A little bit of those proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Now, your boy Curt Steele got to go ahead and look at this offensive side of the ball. Man, hey, the Detroit Lions offensive look depends highly on the availability of Jared Goff. As of now, he still remains on that COVID-19 reserve list. All right, the Atlanta Falcons give up close to 260 yards through the air. So Goff has hit his stride over the past few weeks. So if he plays on Sunday, it bodes well for the Lions because he brings balance to the offense. If he can't, Detroit should lean heavily on that running game with that strong offensive line and a good stable of running backs. Jamal, and Swifty may be in the building in ATL. I don't want Swifty there, but right. they can control the time of possession and keep Matt Ryan on the sidelines. Atlanta gives up roughly around 27 points a game on defense. So the Lions offense can succeed in the ATL on Sunday. My X factor for the offensive side of the ball has to be Jared Goff. That dude has been killing it, and he could take advantage of a porous defense. Just stay away from that young fella, AJ Terell, because he's holding it down. He made the Pro Bowl as well. On special teams, there's only one question, man. Can the young fella, Roddy Patterson, keep playing at a NFC Special Teams Player of the Week level? He's proven to be a top-notch weapon for special teams coordinator Dave Phipp. So looking at that offense and defense, special teams, man, we have to be balanced. If we can't, with Jared Goff being out, I don't trust Tim Boyle to be able to be accurate enough to throw the ball down the field. I know he has a big arm, but he's not accurate. And if you look over the last few weeks, Jared Goff has been putting the ball where it's supposed to be. Was that the Eminem? Will the real Jared Goff please stand up? That's what's going on the offensive side of
or
the
not.
ball. I know you love to hate up there, but that's the offensive outlook versus the Atlanta Falcons. We have a chance to succeed down in the ATL. A good balanced running attack, with play action pass. Those are the strengths of the Detroit Lions, and that's how they found success versus the Arizona Cardinals. So if we can go ahead and duplicate that on Sunday, we have a good chance of going out there and getting that dub down there in the Peach State. All right. So, hey, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're on that march to 4K, baby. So, like I tell you all the time, get on the bus, Gus. Get on this ride, Clyde, and get on the train, Wayne. Join your crew right here, Detroit Lions on the Prowl, and be a part of the Prowl Nation family. And you can check us out over there on that fire app, Lions Nation Unite. We be out hanging out over there, especially in that game day chat, you know, chopping it up with the family and the crew. Team 84, Herman Moore and those guys over there do a great job of bringing you some good content over there. And you got your favorite content creators right there in that app. You can go ahead and watch all the content you want right there in the Lions Nation Unite app. So now it is time to do what, man? You know that thing is rolling into the station. It's time for the choo-choo. It's time for the pain train, baby. All right, first up for the Detroit Lions, we got Julian Okwara. You know what I'm saying? He got that ankle injury. He was out of practice yesterday, as well as Amani Arroyo. He must have injured that thumb on that interception because, you know, he's out with a thumb injury yesterday, didn't practice. Josh Woods was out again, man. You know, he had some problems with his neck, you know what I'm saying? Man, he got that stiff thing. Got to get him a third gun so he can fix that thing. Limited in practice for the rest of the team. We got Michael Brock is limited with a knee injury. Jonah Jackson, he was limited with a back injury. Khalif Raymond with a shoulder, as well as DeAndre Swift and Jalen Reeves-Mason with shoulder injuries as well, limited in practice. And Josh Reynolds was limited yesterday with a thigh injury. Now let's go on over to them Falcons, and we'll kick it to my man, LL Cool Tones.
Well, for the Falcons, they got a few guys that did not practice yesterday. Wide receiver Tajay Sharp was out with a foot. Middle linebacker Deion Jones was out with an illness. I'm guessing probably non-COVID, but that is a big one for our offense. Their leading tackler, they're probably their leader on defense. One of their leaders on defense, for sure, is out. Guard Chris Lindstrom is out with a personal matter, and defensive lineman Tyler Davison is out with illness as well.
Dang on, man. You know, he probably, you know, he down to ATL. He may have had a court case. No, I'm just playing.
Kurt.
My bad. All right, that's your pain trade for the Lions versus the Falcons on Sunday, man. Now it's time for us to go ahead and, you know what Fred Sanford said, zip your lip. We're going to zip our lip and see what you had to say about yesterday's show. It's the comment cards, baby. John Crandall says, Lions beat Seattle and Atlanta and lose to Green Bay. 2-1. I kind of picked that 2-1. I can't even argue on that one, man.
Yeah. Thanks for that, John Crandall. Charles McClain says Lions finished 4-12-1 and third in the division.
Ooh, that means the Bears lose out.
Right. So what's the Bears? They only got 4 wins on the season, right? Something like that, right?
They got 4 wins on the season.
Yeah. Doug Prince 72, friend of the show. What's up, Doug? I see the Lions having momentum. If we win out next year, we'll look fresh. But I feel a close L in the ATL. Win in Seattle, win at home versus Green Bay would be awesome, but the league will intervene so Green Bay wins and going into the playoffs. Yeah, it seems like that. It seems like that. But you know what? We kind of hope that Green Bay have things locked up and they'll be trying to rest guys, man. And you know, we won't have to worry about the cheetahs or the zebras getting in the way.
Yeah, so. I agree with you on that one.
Bill Kowski says the Lions win 2 out of 3. If we sin in Seattle, or if we win in Seattle, I would be so impressed with the staff. We haven't historically played well there. But this feels different. Maybe that feeling is indigestion. LOL. Great show, guys. Thanks for the daily Lions content. Thank you for that, Bill Kowski. And man, F Seattle, man. It'd be a whole bunch of shady stuff going on up there.
Yeah. Shout out to Luke G. You know what I'm saying? You know, the underground Seattle guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So I should have gave this one to you, LL Couton, just because the guy's name. Ed Huffmaster says I can see the Lions winning 2 out of 3 to close out the season. My question is, how would that affect the draft order? Is it worth it? Absolutely, it is worth it. If they drop out of the top 5, rebuilding the defense will be questionable. I don't see how that is, but it is what it is. Who will they take if the top 2 defensive players are gone? There's another one there too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's another guy that's there. I mean,
that safety, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Notre Dame, man.
But here's my thing, and we've talked about this before. I think this establishes a winning culture in Detroit, and I think that you can bring in that third top offensive guy. This is a deep draft as far as defense is concerned. So there's a lot of guys out there. So don't just get fixated on the Thibodeau and Hutchinson, because there's a ton of defensive guys in this draft.
Right on. Uncle Doug. Okay. He said, okay, UNCA. Uncle Doug says, I'm trying to lean with Coach. When it comes down to how this team finishes, who? Coach Mike Jones, damn it. Face the tears of joy. Okay. He said, I'm so tired of the narrative of tanking games in favor of draft position. BS. If there's even one player, coach, that believe that crap, then they need to let them go immediately. Just not how things work. Yeah, man. That's so. I understand that, and I'm kind of have gone with that. But man, it's just so that Hutchinson coming to the Lions is just so. That's like magic, man. It's like, man, I'm just trying to pray for that to happen. But I also want the Lions to win. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah. Right. Thank everybody for those comment cards. Of course, throughout the show, leave them down in the comments, and we'll pick 6 of them for the next show. I'm the one who picked the comments, so I always have to leave some people out. I just want to say a shout out to Roger Rathburn, Lawson and Schilling Kendall, John Robertson, Lyle Shaw, and Mark Rensing. They left comments as well, some very good comments, but I only could pick 6. So thank you guys for leaving comments. We're going to transition from those comment cards over to everybody's favorite segment, and that's the Dessert with your man Curt.
All right, Dessert with your man Curt is brought to you by who? Delightful Bites Cookies and Desserts. Custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. The football special is still going on. For the next couple of weeks, you get 4 helmets, 4 logos of your favorite teams, along with 4 footballs for $35. You can go over to Delightful Bites on Facebook and check them things out. And if you don't do the Facebook thing, you can email her directly at delightfulbites18@gmail.com. And if you want to see how they look, go over to Instagram and TikTok and check out Delightful Bites on those platforms as well. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. Well, Jared Goff is getting more hardware. Man, what is going on? He won the FedEx Air Player of the Week over there on NFL.com. And wow, I mean, he's just racking it up.
Why you look like that, man?
you know he can't stand that crap, man.
Congrats, Jared Goff.
And also some good news. The Detroit Lions was one of 6 teams that did not have a single player elected as a primary player on the Pro Bowl. However, we have 4 alternates. We got Hawkinson. We got T.J. Hawkinson made it. Jonah Jackson, Jason Kambenda, and Jalen Reeves all made it as alternates. I would say this. Some people are saying that, Penei Sewell got snubbed because Rashawn Slater did make it, but I think it was more attributed to his slow start going over to left tackle. But now that he's a right tackle, I still believe that he will make probably second team All-Pro with his play. If you look at the second half of the season, overall throughout the year, because the Pro Bowl is a popularity contest, is voted on by the fans. So it's not like it was back in the day where the coaches, the fans pick some players and then the coaches staff pick the rest. I think Penei Sewell will make it on one of those AP All-Pro teams. So I think
if we were 8-6 like the Chargers, Penei would have made it. That's only because Panay Sewell been better than Rashawn Slater, in my opinion, all season. The moment everybody got to hyping him up, he went out there and got destroyed. We ain't seen that from Panay Sewell all season. So
no, they've been pushing him down.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. Now it's time to do what? Take that eggnog stroll, because it is Christmas time. Over to the Wall of Fame. We're going to carol over to this wall, baby. La 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 la. La 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 la. Over bronze members, we got Detroit Drew. We got Midwest Lion, the Latino Leo, Brian Stover, Jimbo G, the Flintstone. What up, Jimbo? David Anderson, Says Roberts, Shano the Insano, Crystal Wiley, Spubba Bo, John Kaplan, Bo Gagrius, Justin 10K. You know, we got Smoking Jeremy B, and the Everything King, along with the big man Q on our bronze members. We got Nomus J, Jason Portis, Cap Ice Cold, Batman of the 313, John Martin, Scotty the Bear, Shannon Peck, and Go Lions. And then also on that Brown member, we got Doug Prince 72. I didn't update the wall with the new one, but Doug Prince is over there on bronze as well. We got gold members, and it was a great meeting yesterday. Michael Huck was in the building. Larry McQuiston, Bob Karowski, the Tornado, Turner C. Burley. What's up, my dude? Randall Flag 6.
What up, dude?
Miles Gibbs, Justin the D, Mr. Rough and Raw himself out there on those roadways. North End Can player, and the doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click the Join Now button down in the description, and we will go ahead and put you on the Wall of Fame, baby. Now, this one's not free because the other one is free. But this one, you got to pay a little bit of change, but, you know, it's worth it to get those benefits of being a member of Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Man, be a part of this family and be a part of that Wall of Fame. Now it's time to do what? To think about it, and time for final thoughts. It is time for game predictions. Who you got and what's the score? My man, LL. You know I'm coming to you first, my guy. What you got?
Well, I start out with my prediction, and they only gave us a 3.4% chance of a tie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say maybe it's looking like 24 tie between the Lions and the Falcons.
Damn ties again.
And because, man,
you a single bow tie for Christmas, man.
I don't know how to tie it, but you can send me a regular tie. But and as my final thoughts, I get it, man. Like, don't nobody like to lose. You already know, like, I don't want to lose, but shit, we done lost already. So, you know, this season's over with. But I get it. I understand. I fully understand the point in winning at the end of the season.
Yep.
Of course, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Have a safe weekend. Eat as much Christmas food as you can without, you know, making yourself feel worse than you did before. Don't drink eggnog if you don't like eggnog. Trust me, it'll get you. And heading toward the new year, get those things in order, refresh of energy, everything like that. And that's what going into New Year requires.
Right on. My game prediction, I'm sorry, Curt, I got a 13-13 tie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only reason why is because I see our defense, I see our defense turning the corner. I see our DBs, they're coming into their own. Atlanta Falcons are really depleted, just as well as the Lions at that wide receiver spot. I think Kyle Pitts might have a day. The D-line looks good. So I'm going to say 13-13 tie because we don't score a lot of points on the road, but I see the momentum building. I don't think Atlanta will just dog walk us, nothing like that. I think it'd be a tough smash mouth game between rookie head coaches. So I give it a 13-13 tie. And hey, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Enjoy this time with your families, with your loved ones. You never know, what the future holds. So enjoy this time that you get to spend with your family. And like I said, man, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Kurt don't like that tie talk.
All right. tying is like standing under mistletoe with your cousin. It is. Ain't nothing there. All right, for my prediction for the game, actually, I want to go 24-17 Lions. I'm picking the Lions. I'm going 24-17 by a touchdown. I think we can exploit their defense. They give up a lot of yards on the ground, so I mean we can exploit that. They only run about 88 on the ground with their offense right now, so we can take advantage, control the clock, and we can go ahead and run the ball, use some play action. I think that we can take advantage of that Atlanta Falcons defense. So that's my game prediction. Of course, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everyone out there. I know everyone doesn't celebrate Christmas, so I want to give you that. If you're doing Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. If you're doing Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. Just happy holidays to everyone out there celebrating this holiday season. It is definitely Thursday, man, and the grind is, it's for some people it stops today because tomorrow is Christmas Eve, man. I want you, like Mike Jones says, enjoy your family, enjoy your loved ones, man, and remember the reason for the season. You know what I'm saying? Remember why it's Christmas time and why it's called Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to do. Sometimes you got to look at it. It ain't all about the dude in the red suit. So you got to remember the basis of the season. That's all I'm saying. But be kind to one another, love one another, and to LL's statement about eggnog, get the lactate or get some of that soy nog or something like that. If you got that, if you get the BGs, you know what I'm saying. But me, I drink that Southern Comfort with a little bit of Hennessy. That's how I get down, baby. So, but it's Thursday, man. Hey, if you is having that lunch, you know what I'm saying. You smacking, you know what I'm saying, you're eating those tacos or whatever, leftover tacos, Taco Tuesday or whatever you're doing. Just napkin right here. Look at the crumbs off your face. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you do in life, you know what you got to do for the crew. You got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.